Okay, if you've made it this far in the course, I want to congratulate you and commend you for your patience. I know a lot of the material up to this point, while necessary, has been pretty foundational and may not have felt all that productive in terms of seeing the fruits of your labor. So hopefully that will change in this section as we explore the process of customizing your site's appearance. So when it comes to the way your site looks, it's all about your theme. Your WordPress theme is the backbone of your site. It takes the data and content from WordPress and determines how that data and content is structured and formatted on the front end of your website. It's the way to go from this to this, and it's the reason that the hundreds of millions of WordPress sites out there can all look so unique. WordPress needs a theme to function properly. So you'll notice that when you first install WordPress, a default theme is already installed and activated for you. The default theme gets an overhaul about once a year, and as you'd expect, it's compatible with most of the things you'd want to do with a WordPress site. However, while it is highly customizable, you don't need to limit yourself to the default theme because there are many thousands of WordPress themes out there that may be better suited to your particular needs. There are a few ways to get a WordPress theme. You can get a free one from the WordPress theme directory. You can buy one from a third-party seller or marketplace, or you can even create your own or hire a designer to create one for you if you want something truly custom. One of the great things about WordPress is the huge community around it. There are thousands of themes out there, and there are plenty of WordPress developers who can help you with custom jobs if that's something that you need. But in most cases, you should be able to find something that looks and feels exactly the way you want with a little searching and a little customization. Now, you do want to spend some time on this because good design is extremely important for any website. And the reason is simple: trust. I always think about this old study published by the Association for Computing Machinery that found that web design is actually more influential in a user's trust or mistrust of a brand than the actual content of the website. So what that means is you can have the best content in the world, but if your design turns people off, you're going to lose their trust. And we all know that trust is a key element in accomplishing anything with a website, whether you're trying to get people to buy from you or give you their email address or even just read and share your content. They have to trust you. And the first step to building trust is making a great first impression with your design. So then the question is, what makes a good design? A lot of that is going to depend on your brand and the way you want to present yourself. But what I can offer you here are a few principles that you'll want to keep in mind regardless of what type of website you're building. These are the qualities you'll want to see in whatever WordPress theme you end up using. First and foremost is good responsive design. Now, almost all WordPress themes today are responsive, which means they automatically adapt to different screen sizes. So whether you're viewing the website on a big 27-inch monitor, a tablet, or a smartphone, it automatically scales down and looks great on any device. The vast majority of people today are using smartphones and tablets as their primary web browsing devices. So it's incredibly important that your site is easy to use on a small screen. This also has SEO implications, that's search engine optimization, because Google prioritizes mobile-friendly websites in the search results. So it's essential that your website is responsive, and again, that's pretty much universal across newer WordPress themes. But the key here is that you always want to double check and make sure you're happy with the scaled down version of your theme. When we're building websites on a desktop or laptop computer, it's easy to fixate on the desktop version of the site and forget the fact that in all likelihood, most of your visitors are going to be seeing the mobile version. So keep that in mind. The next thing is performance. As we discussed, your theme is the backbone of your website. Most of the files and assets that are actually loaded when you visit a WordPress site come from the theme. There are a lot of themes out there that have a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of added features and functionality. but that often comes at the cost of speed and performance. Here's the thing. People's attention is more limited than ever before. If your website is taking 5 to 10 seconds to load, people are clicking away before they see the first word of your content. And like mobile-friendly design, there's an SEO benefit here as well. All other factors being equal, a faster website will appear higher in the search results than a slower website. And your theme is arguably the single biggest factor in your website's speed and performance. And finally, it's important to make sure the theme you choose will help you accomplish what you want to accomplish with WordPress. If you're building a blog, just about any theme can handle that. But if you want to build a really visually striking portfolio site, for example, you're going to need to find a theme that supports that style. The same idea applies if you want to build an e-commerce store. Any theme could theoretically support WooCommerce, which is the most popular e-commerce plugin for WordPress. But ideally, you'll want to find a theme that has out-of-the-box support for the various specific design elements you need for a store. So those are a few things to think about as you move forward. And with all of that in mind, let's go ahead and dive into the process of finding and installing a WordPress theme.